And can it be solved? Can the people help out? What can we do out of this imbroglio?
Well, Nigerian people are really peaceful people. Nigerian people are ready to help in any way. After all, when they lose confidence in the authorities, they resort to self-help. Let any one person shout "Ole" in Lagos, for example, or in Yoruba land. Just shout "Ole," and let somebody stupidly start running away. You see how the people will go there and apprehend what they perceive a culprit. Whether he's really guilty or innocent, we don't know. But the people are ready to do justice if they lose hope that the authorities paid to do that will not do it. So when the security agencies wake up and mature and become civilized and do away with this corruption and selfishness, they will build confidence. So when I was growing up, the local police, which is not even Nigerian police now, they build confidence with the community. Anything that happens, they are aware, and they by trial and error, they even have this idea, some kind of built-in cultural native template. Immediately a particular crime is committed, they have an idea in the neighborhood who are likely to be the suspects. And when they go and pick them, they are not there with guns and clubs to beat the person. No, ordinary talking will give away the culprit. But here you are, people are arrested for whatever reason, and they have to bail themselves out with naira and kobo. So how do you solve the problem? And those people who can pay their way out will go and commit the same crime. Not only that, they will now go and deal with whoever reported them to the police in the first place.
So in many ways, what we're saying is that we haven't set the template to solicit or to truly get the help of the community.
No, we are not. The community don't mean anything to Nigerian ruling class. The community really, they run roughshod of anything. It doesn't matter really. What happened is, whoever is in uniform in Nigeria today thinks that is a conqueror. You can use uniform, whatever uniform it is, in the name of uniform. You think you have power above the ordinary Nigerian person. It doesn't matter that it is the Nigerian people whose tax is being used to buy the guns, to buy the uniforms, to buy the trucks, and so on. But once they are in uniform, they have the power to do or undo, to give life and to give death. And the idea of coming down to the ordinary person to really align themselves with the reality on the ground that this person is supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, even if he is accused. But what do you see? Go to some of the crime centers. In every state there is this crime place. I don't know. I don't want to call names. Police have big sticks, big iron rods, to start beating people in advance so they can confess. There are all sorts of torture chambers. Everybody knows about this, but we look the other way because we don't want to be accused of telling the truth. People are suspended by the ceiling with their head dangling so they can confess. Okay? Now, when you have some big situations, some big crises, like Bola Ige, when he sued the police, I don't know how many people can remember Prayo and his compassion. I don't know how many people can remember young Sunday Kiamo, who was brought all the way from Igeli to Lagos to confess against his senior brother. What happened to all those confessions? But how many people were shown on television that they were arrested for bombing Suleja, for bombing somewhere else? On television, they were arrested. What happened to them? Don't tell me. The matter is being under investigation. For how many years? Investigation forever?
Well, having said all this, I mean, how do you recommend we go about this challenge with a view to getting solutions to the problem?
Well, they can not solve the problem until you have leaders who are really leaders.
That's a long shot.
Of course. Humane, considerate, law-abiding themselves. But when you have this elitist security arrangement, one person being escorted by 50 people in arms, you and me, we are left on our own. You take the entire Nigerian armed forces. Those who are in the barracks are still there in the barracks. Those who are mingling with us to secure us are attached to some individuals, some anointed individuals. Their houses are guarded. Their offices are guarded. They are escorted on the highway. On the highway, they drive you off the road so their masters can pass. So if this is the nature of the security, and then you have these cells from Mr. President down to local government chairman and local government councillor. Everybody is surrounded by security outfit. The 99% of the population is left bare. There is no community policing. There is nothing. And if anything takes you to them to report, if you are not careful, the attack on your house, or the vandalism of your house, or the robbery on your house, the robbers will get the information from where you reported them.
So does it mean at the moment the situation is helpless?
Well, miracles do happen. But as long as the Nigerian ruling class are not ready to change, and I don't think they can change, they are not capable of changing. I let the people themselves wake up and change them.
Alhaji Othman, do you think that amnesty can help?
Well, amnesty, first of all, there's nothing new about amnesty. I read a lot of comments, I listen to people talking about all sorts of things. Even the presentation made by Borno Elders is being now turned into a religious crisis of some sort. Some regional jingoists are also making a lot of noise as if that is the first time. We are in Lagos. On Thursday, 15th of January 1970, Lieutenant Colonel Epiong came to Lagos with arrangement of Commander Obasanjo, Colonel Obasanjo then, to come and surrender to General Yakubu Gowon in Lagos. And that one, Yakubu Gowon made that speech of no victor, no vanquished. These are people who led a rebellion for 30 months. Anybody who mentioned how many people died on both sides of Biafran Nigerian war is just guessing. So, if amnesty does not mean anything to anybody, at least some of us were witness to it. That was amnesty first, the real one we can remember. Then, since that time, how many other people took up arms in the old Tiv division, which is now in Benue State? What happened to them after the crisis in the early 60s? What happened to Isaac Dapo Boro's people who rebelled in Niger Delta then, back in the 60s? What happened to them? What happened to OPC people? What happened to... They are all over the place. But the idea of amnesty is not really you chicken out, you surrender. There are conditionalities that follow every amnesty. That's why people like Jerry Adams and so on became ministers in Northern Ireland after all what they did. And first imperialist war, second imperialist war, which people call World War, ended up with amnesty. What happened to Muqtada al-Sadr in Iraq, in Basra, who led onslaught against America and all army of occupation in Iraq? Where is he today? Isn't he a citizen talking still big? If not because of amnesty, America would have treated him like Bin Laden.